Hey there, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to another Gluebook video. I hope y'all are doing well. Excuse me, get that out of the way. We know it won't be the last. Might be the first, but it won't be the last. Okay, so while I was away on vacation back in December, one of the things I did get around to doing, and one of the things that really relaxes me a lot, is just harvesting magazines, okay? So I harvested a couple of magazines while I was away, and I usually put them in size order, okay? So like bigger pieces, right? I don't generally do themes in my book at all. It might end up looking that way, sorta, kind of, but yeah, I don't normally do themes or anything like color-wise or thing-wise or anything like that. Anyhow, I cut big pictures out. Told you it wouldn't be the last. Then I cut like medium size, sorry for the reach, medium sized pictures out, right? And then I cut smaller pictures out, like rectangles and squares is what I like to work with, okay? So starting with big rectangles and squares, then going to medium ones, then going to small ones. And then I also cut out, sorry for the reach, guys, all my stuff is above my book. Then I cut out a bunch of words, okay? And then I fussy cut. Okay, now this is a large fussy cut, which I like right there. It looks fabulous. So we'll see what happens. And then I have these, okay? So maybe like smaller squares, you know? And then this gal, doesn't she look sweet? She might look good right there. I don't know. But yeah, little jewelry pieces. I always cut out watches. This is a little, I don't know what it is, a mushroom lamp, you know, like small things, okay, small things. So I cut those out. Whoops. Okay. And then these I cut out. I thought this was like super cool. I don't know. I liked it. I might end up fussy cutting it another time, just this bird. I'm not sure, but I really like this one. So anyhow, that's how I kind of work it. And then what I do is I come in, did I even mention, because I started this video over again, if you really want to, know more about glue booking and the process of it, there really is no right or wrong. Some people just glue willy-nilly. They don't have a plan. They just start gluing. Some people, do it like this, like they kind of start out, which is how I do it, and how I do believe I was inspired by Nicole at Relax Cut Glue to do it, although she does it in a variety of ways. So if you want to see the professional, head over to Nicole's channel, okay? She does her glue booking in a variety of ways, okay? Some are willy-nilly, some are a little bit more planned, So it all just depends on your style. And I did get a question the last time I did a glue booking video, was how do you know, I think it was how, and forgive me, I don't have the exact wording, but it was along the lines of how do you know where to cut the picture? And I don't, okay? It's just something, I cut pictures according to where my eye is drawn. So I hope that makes sense. And I guess the more you do it, the more you kind of have an eye for the things that you like, and what you want to put in your book. So there you have that very vague answer, okay? Sorry. Okay, so yeah, I've cut out a lot of different things, and you can just continue adding layer upon layer upon layer. But what this is how I do it. So I have laid out where I want these larger pieces, and then some of these smaller pieces I have just filled in where I kind of had holes. Like these were my main pieces that I wanted to put in here, and I'm still not sure about this. This is a very dark page, but this was my very first piece. I just love this. I think it's so beautiful. And then this here, it kind of ties in because it's very colorful as well with the blue chairs, and then this kind of ties in with all the colors of the chandelier and the doors, and yeah, so, and then I like greenery, it's whatever your eye is drawn to, okay? There is nothing and I repeat nothing. There really are no rules. There nothing to follow, you know. You just do you, boo, you know, and you do the things that you enjoy and that are appealing to your eye. I still don't like this. I don't know what to do. Do I like this better? I think I might, but will it fit? That is the question. Okay, that'll go well there, but that won't go well there. Okay, so we shall, let's see if I want, can I do that? I mean, let's face it, guys, you can do whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want. However, I like more of the sky on this one. Let's see that, no. All right, so we are just doing what is called auditioning, okay? Auditioning, we are auditioning. I don't like that. We are auditioning pictures, okay? I don't know if I like those apples or not. I don't know. So yeah, we'll do this together. Like I said, this is rather dark. Like everything is super dark, but that's okay. All right. And you can also cut pieces of larger images, right? So like, for instance, I wouldn't cut this unless I wanted to cut it right on the sides, but like I wouldn't cut it right down the center of the house, you know? I probably would not use this because it's ice and whatnot and it has nothing. Again, I don't do themes, but there are certain things that, you know, that I like. This is like furniture stuff. Look at these beautiful rooms. This, no. But see, there are some that you might be able to cut down to fit in some area. That's a nice bed. Let's see. Let that go there. This is snow covered too, and there's really nothing having to do with snow on this page, but it does lighten it up a bit. So that is promising, perhaps. We have this, which I could actually cut this off, and again, it's solely what is pleasing to your eye, you know. That's it, just whatever is pleasing to your eye. All right, I think I might cut that off. I think, let me see. No, 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 no. And sometimes this is like a sink or something, but you know what? I think it goes with this actually. But what I might do is, let's see if we can do this. Cut off the sink. And see, I like that. I like this part too though, so I might cut the mirror off as well. And then if this is what the person was asking, how do you know where to cut? You just kind of line it up, you know? And then you line it up with the top one, and then you see that it's gonna go right across there. You can use your finger, whatever. It doesn't have to be exact either, because you can overlap, you know, pictures and stuff. Doesn't really make a difference. So they don't have, in other words, they don't have to, you know, exactly match the space you're looking to cover, I'm guessing is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's get started. This is how I start. My gosh, that was long. All right. One of you also asked me about the scraping thing. I got this at Dollar Tree. I have not used it as much as I would like to, so I really couldn't tell you how I like it or don't like it. I am, however, much more used to using something like this, right? A credit card to smooth things out. Oh no, dadgum. And I also use a rag, which I was gonna put this in my wash today, but I didn't, so there you have it. Okay, so this is how I like to start. Again, I actually plan, if you will, how the bottom layer is gonna look, and then I go from there. Okay, so I know that this one is gonna go on first, all right? So I'm just gonna shift these over a little tiny bit, and then I'm gonna use my glue and start gluing. I love to glue. It is very relaxing. I had asked you guys before in my last video, which part do you like doing? You know, some of you said you enjoy the harvestings. Some of you said that you enjoy the fussy cuttings. Some of you said, you know, that you enjoy the whole process, you know, that, or that you enjoy the gluing part or whatever, you know. So, I have levels of enjoyment, you know, least being fussy cutting. I do not care to fussy cut, but, you know, it's got to be done. Got to be done, I guess. I mean, there are no rules. Like I said, you could do whatever you want. The hardest pieces to glue are the big ones, okay? So we're gonna try to line this up. And it's difficult for me to see what I'm doing. So where did the thing go? Okay, here's the little scraper thing. So we'll try to use that. And then I go from, you know, the side to the center or away, you know. Oh, I see a bubble there. Let's get you some squished down. Okay. Another thing that works really well is just getting a simple rag and kind of burnishing it, right? Oh my gosh, I love all those colors. Love them. Okay. Now this one is gonna go right here. That's the only thing, I guess, for me. I don't know. I need to know. Y'all are new here, welcome, but this is how a person with OCD tendencies works. I don't know. Or maybe just this person with OCD tendencies. I'm not really sure. But I must have order, okay? I must have some kind. We're just gonna scooch it with our fingers, scooch it over and down, scooch this down. I work with a glue stick. I work with any glue stick I have, but generally speaking, it is the Elmer's purple, but anyway. Okay, so we smoothed that down. Yes, I tend to like order, okay? So that's why I start like at one end and then move across, right? But see, like in the case of this, I need to put this down and then put this down and then put this down, right? So there's going to be an order to it, you know? Okay, so this one's gonna go right here, and I go clear across the spine or the center of the book. The only thing, I just want to make sure that you guys can see everything. Okay. The only thing that I want to make sure to note for y'all is to let your book dry completely before you close it, okay? That way, I wish I would have showed you before I started this, but that way your book or the papers that if you choose to go clear across the center, there is like a ripple there, you know, where the book is tied together. And so if you close it while the glue is still wet, it will buckle the image, you know, and no one wants a buckled image, you know. We try to get them as flat as possible. So we are going to, I kind of like set it down, and then I just, because it's a glue stick, you do have a bit of wiggle room, you know? So I kind of set it down and then just kind of scooch it over, right, with my finger. And then I lay it down and smooth it out, okay? If you get wrinkles, it really is not the end of the world. It really isn't. Yep, life will go on. It will. Okay. Now, see what I want to do next. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on, and let me see. Okay, we're gonna cut some of these chairs off, I do believe. So we're just gonna I'm gonna make a mark. Now, I mean, what I could do, technically speaking, is wait until everything's dry and then cut it off. However, I am working on the very front cover of this book. And by the way, this book is an Arteza watercolor book, okay? I really enjoy the pages, and I just cut that too short, which is severely annoying, but that's okay, because this is what we're gonna do. We have this little piece right here. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna use that as a filler. What was I saying? Yeah, an Arteza book, and I do believe that I will be purchasing another one of these when I finish this one. That's how much I enjoy it. Now, you don't have to have a special book. I really happen to like this one because the paper is whatever it is. I have no idea. I will try to leave the link below for you. Anyhow, back to the pages, yeah, or back to the book. You don't have to have a special book. I've seen people use all kinds of books. Nicole uses all kinds of books. Some people, you know, they have a special book like I do, or some people make their own, you know, like a junk journal type of thing. I like order. Yeah, I like things to be a specific, like, I like all the pages to be one size. Yeah, I'm just very particular that way. So therefore, I guess, I don't use, or I would not use, for my own personal use, I would not use a, what's it called? A junk journal, you know? I just would not do that. Because junk journals tend to have a variety of, not always, but, you know, a variety of page sizes, and not a fan. I'm just not a fan of that. So, but again, you know, use what you have, and that's why I'm using this book, you know. I did a collaboration years ago with Arteza. They sent me these books. I do not use them for watercolor. I don't care for the watercolor paper, but they're fabulous to glue on. So, you know. Okay, so this, I don't know where that's gonna go yet. Oh, I think it might go right here. Is it? Oh, yep. Okay, this is gonna go over that. It's no big deal. You can glue over your stuff, okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. And like I said, you don't have to do it the way that I do it. Of course not. You do it however you want to do it. And whoops. And that is the beauty of gluebooking, is that there are, like, quite literally no rules at all. You do it however you want to do it. You know, there is no real way to do it. This, because I like order. Oh, this might, I wonder if that's, oh, this might work up here. Okay. Because I like order, I think I'm going to put that right there, I think. And then let me just double check my measurements here. Okay. No big deal. All right. And then this is gonna go, I might have to cut some of this off, which is fine. No big deal. No big deal whatsoever. Oh no, I did have this down here. Okay, I was like, what's going on here? What is going on? Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But because I like order, oh, I think this was gonna go, no, that can't go down there. Oh no, okay. This might have to go up here. No big deal, no big whoop. This, aha, okay, this can go right there, all right. Okay, I think we should be cooking with gas. This might go here. Again, this is a really dark page, but whatevs. Okay, this now, I'm just trying to kind of eyeball measure. I do like things butted up. I don't mind if they're overlapping. But if I can help it at all, I really don't want to cut this too short like I did the other one. So let's try not to do that, Elizabeth. Let's try not to. I just have my cutting thingy. Okay, next to, all right. Okay, that can go there. We're gonna do this one next anyway. So, and you know, I know because, ooh, that's a pretty one on that side though too. I don't know. Now I'm kerfuffled. That's a nice one. Yeah, I'm gonna use the other side. Look at that. See what happens? It just doesn't matter. Okay, yep, I'm not even gonna use that side. And again, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, I know. Some people, you know, I've received comments before, not necessarily on my glue booking, but you know, on some of my other journals, like, why do you have to make things so hard on yourself, you know? It shouldn't be that difficult. And no, it's not. It's not difficult. I'm just a spaz, all right? And I've accepted that about myself. And I think that's what's most important, you know? I am perfectly fine being a spaz. I've been this way my whole life, so I've gotten kind of used to it, you know? Doesn't matter to me, okay? It's not hard on me, you know what I mean? It might be hard on you. And, oh, by the way, if that's the case and it is hard on you, then by all means, oh, I'm gonna cut this off some more, I do believe. Then by all means, okay? Or does this need to go here? Oh, criminy Jean. Okay, let's put this on first and then here's to hoping that this overlaps. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. See how excited I got? Doesn't matter how you do it. Do it however it brings you joy, you know? And to some people, like the way that I do things might be like, dear Lord, Elizabeth, like get a grip, you know? But like I said, I've been like this for 53 years. I'm kind of used to it, you know? It's just the way I work. And so I work my way, you work your way, and everybody's happy. I really enjoy watching glue booking videos because I like to see how people put their pages together. You know, I just really like that. I love watching collage videos as well, because that to me is a little, that is different to me than, okay, what were we gonna do here? That's different to me than glue booking. Let's scooch that up. Okay, and let's smooth her down. Oops, let's scooch that over a little bit. Okay, there's a little bit. Let's see if we can scooch that over without getting too many wrinkles. Okay, let's hope that no one's calling my phone and we're still rolling. There we go. Okay. All right. And then we're gonna take this and kind of burnish it down. I don't know if that's what you call it or not, but smooth it down, you know, smooth it down. And believe it or not, even though it might not look to you like it's relaxing because I'm hemming and I'm hawing and I'm like, oh geez, and whatever, it is relaxing to me. Trust me when I say it is very relaxing to me. And I did say I really enjoy watching other people Gluebook. I think it's interesting to see their style and how they go about doing it. I really admire those people that are very good friends with Willie and Nilly. I'm just not. I'm not. Every time I try, it's just a travesty. Like, it just does not work out for me, you know? It just doesn't. And that's okay. Like I said, I am okay with that. All right, that is going right over top of the spine, okay? And we're going to smooth the baby down. Yep. This to me is very relaxing. And oh, by the way, okay, I think I still need to cut a little bit off of this. Let's just see how much, just so I don't screw something up. Not that you can screw it up, that's not what I'm saying. But I'd rather not screw it up, you know? Yep. And this is the part where people are like, good grief, Elizabeth, right? Sorry. Okay, so I have my little fingernail mark there. I'm over here by my paper trimmer, hoping that I can see said mark, which I cannot. There it is. Oh, that's the other thing. I am in need of relaxation because, sorry if I'm knocking you about, because I just finished filming. Now, I don't know when you will be seeing them, but I just finished my December creative daily journal along with prompts, Christmas prompts. And I just filmed all the flip throughs. And so I went downstairs, had a little break, sat out on the dock, watched the birds, and, you know, took my pupper out and just relaxed for a minute, you know. And as I was coming back upstairs, I was like, you know what? You know what would be absolutely awesome? Working in your Gluebook, Elizabeth, working in your Gluebook. Okay, there we go. I think that's okay. I think that's gonna be fine. Yep, I said, you girl, you break out that Gluebook because you just need to relax. You have spent the last, I mean, I'm actually filming this on January 3rd. Haven't even started my January book. In fact, my creative daily journal. In fact, I have not even finished making it. Yes, how's that? Okay, how's that? Now, you would think with my OCD tendencies that it would, you know, like I would have already made the book like 2 years ago and I'd be ready to go. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. There are only certain things that I'm like super OCD about. Okay, anyway. All right, that is looking good to me. Okay, so we're all done with the background. Yay! Okay, now that I have pretty much everything lined up and there's no white space, okay, now I can go in with my fussy cut images, which this is my favorite part. I have to tell you, I do not like fussy cutting. Is that not weird? Yeah, I do not like fussy cutting. However, I do enjoy, I might like that there. I'm not really sure. Whoops. I love this right here. Oh, that looks so pretty. Yep, and I'm gonna kind of put it in the center. I don't know if I like her. Sorry. Sorry, lady. All right, let's see. So we've got another watch I can do without, you know, another watch. You know what I mean? But oh, isn't that pretty? See, you mess around with stuff, you know what I'm saying? You just mess around with it and you audition pieces here and there. Wouldn't that be nice to have a little cocktail? I don't drink cocktails, but I mean, I don't drink cocktails. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know if I like that there or not. Look at that, a window in a door. I like that there, quite frankly. Okay, this is a beautiful little jeweled butterfly. That's pretty. Another watch, don't need one. This is a light post over here, but I think this page is like super dark, so I'll save that for another time. We've got a splat here, which, you know, we could put wherever we want. We have a mushroom lamp that is adorbs. I might just stick that there. I don't know. And this is the fun part about this part as well, is you're putting things wherever you want. You know what I mean? I love that there. Oh, look at that. Maybe I'll put him over there. Oh, and then we have some birds. I think I'll use that for a different one. And then we have a little mushroom lamp. Oh, and we still have this lady here. Let's see if we want her swinging from the chandelier. Oh, I like that. I like her there. That's cute. Okay, mushroom lamp. Anywhere? Anywhere? I don't know. I don't know if I like that there. That's kind of cute there. Again, it's very dark. Okay, now I'm just looking at an angle so I can see where things are. Maybe we will not use this. There are very few fuzzy cut images on here, and that's okay with me because I'll just use them on some other glue page, and it's fine. It's fine. Now, one of my goals in doing these books is that when I fussy cut images, I actually use them, okay? I want to actually use them. I do not want to hoard them. Now, when I was on vacation, I cut out quite a few, as you can see. So I have many opportunities here to do many glue booking pages just with the harvest that I just did, you know? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's see if we can, let's get ourselves a new glue stick because that one is running out. Oh, I don't want that one. That's a white one. Let's see what this one has to offer. Purple. Okay. I like the purple ones because you can see what you're doing. Well, not really on magazine clippings. That was kind of silly of me, but I don't know. I like the purple ones. I always have, ever since I started doing a journal, you know, I've enjoyed using the purple glue sticks. They just work for me. Everyone has a different kind of glue. That's, you know, something else that is very different depending on who you watch, you know? I kind of wish these little things were longer than they are, but they're not. Okay, scooch up a bit. Because I want it, let's see here. Peel her up. All right, let's everybody hold your breath for my benefit, please. Let me see what's happening here. All right, I want it scooched up. Okay, now maybe. Ooh. Oh my gosh, she's harder to put down than I thought. Because I don't know, I'm not really sure what angle she's at. You know what I'm saying? Like she's at some weird angle. And I'm not, oh gosh. Boy, this is a nightmare, huh? This was a bad choice. And I think I could have sworn I had two of these. All right, let's smooth her down. Even though she might not be completely smooth, it's okay. It'll all be okay. Oh, jeer. I just got my nail in there. All right. Okay. I think that's cute. Anyway, all right. Oh gosh. Woo. And it's important, I think, to keep out that inner critic, you know? I think that that is another one of the things that is so relaxing to me about glue booking, aside from there being no rules, you know? Yeah, is that it doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't. It really does not. And yes, I hem and haw about some pages and some things that I'm doing, but in the end, it doesn't really make a difference, okay? It really does not. You do you, boo. Some people actually, like, they don't understand at all about glue booking. They don't understand, you know, like, I don't know. Like, they just don't get it, you know? They've tried it, maybe, perhaps, and they just are like, what is going on here? You know, why am I doing this? And I guess it's just different for everyone, you know what I mean? Again, I happen to, I think we might butt this up, wait, over here, maybe, baby? Okay, get down. What was I saying? Everyone's different, and that is what is so wonderful. Somebody put a comment about that on my channel the other day and said, you know, wouldn't the world be dull if we were all the same, you know? I can't even tell if that's straight or not. I certainly hope it is. Oh gosh. Anyway, okay, what else were we gonna do here? Oh, we were gonna put this on here. I just think that looks beautiful. The greens, oh, so pretty. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. People that don't understand glue booking. You know, they just don't get it, you know, and there are plenty of people that just don't get a lot of things, you know. They don't understand, like, you know, creative daily journaling, you know. They just don't get it. It's not their thing. Just like, you know, some people don't get crocheting, or because it's not their thing, you know. It all depends, you know. It all depends on what. I think I like that one there. I don't know if that's where I had it, but that's where it's going. Yep, everyone's different, and isn't it a blessing that everyone is different? However, or that being said, I should say, where did I have this? Here? Yeah. I would try it out. You know, if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. You know what I mean? If you haven't tried it, don't knock it. Because it is really, I mean, in my opinion, I don't know now if I like that there or not. Maybe I'll put it there, something like that. All right, in my opinion, it is just very relaxing. It's, you know, something you can do to just wind down after a hard day at work, or, you know, a difficult day with the kids, or a difficult day with, you know, filming, or not that I had a difficult day filming, but, you know, where was I gonna put this? I don't even remember now. It's just kind of floating there. And I didn't want to cover up that house, but I did anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so now I think I have all of my, yeah, oh no, I had this. And I just think it's pretty there. Or there, maybe there. Okay, what I use, just so you know, is to glue on so that I don't get glue all over my desk. People use a variety of things, again, you know. Some people use not Gluebook pages. Some people use book pages. Some people use, excuse me, some people use, what's it called? Deli paper or waxed paper. I don't use that. That's just too expensive for my taste, but anyway, whatever you've got, you know. Some people use scrap paper. Now we're moving on to the words, okay? So some people use scrap paper. It just all depends, you know. I don't think, look at that mess. Get off of there. I don't think well, as soon as I say something, maybe I do want it here. Escape the ordinary, right at that doorway. Okay, I'm leaving it there. All right, so the last step is, that I do anyway. Excuse me, my gosh, I have a frog in my throat. Laughter comes in waves. I don't like that. Express yourself. I really like that, but again, I mean, it looks nice there, but everything is super dark. Discovery, see, like that just gets lost there. And I did want something to cover that up. Express yourself, maybe I'll just leave that there. Discoveries could go there, I suppose. Although it's still quite dark. See, I need some of these really bright ones. Live beautifully. Oh, there's another live beautifully. Let's see what these white ones. Will you step into the wonder of winter? Not really on this page. Against the grain. I don't know. I might not put, nothing says that you have to put words. Nothing says that you have to put any amount of words. So just so you know, you don't, okay? You don't. I like that tradition right there. I do believe. Make room for all of you. Oh. Make room for all of you. I think I like that there. A curved masterpiece. I don't know about that. Or I think I like that down there. We'll move tradition. No, it kind of gets lost. Feast for the eyes. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Okay, so again, there's no rhyme or reason. That I have a particular order that I like doing things just because that's the way that I am. I go, again, I start from largest images and move to the smallest images, okay? So I start with large pieces and then I move to, what I'm trying to do is put that evenly, but also what I'm consciously keeping in mind is that here is the center of the book. So I didn't want to put the E like just millimeters over the spine, you know? Okay, live beautifully. Yeah, and then I go, I fill in spaces with medium sized and then go down to smaller sized, right? And then I go ahead and either fill in space or just because I like it, I put the fussy cut images on, because it's fun. All right, let's face it, it's fun. And then my final step is what I'm doing right now, putting on words. Sometimes I put like a whole ton of words. Other times I don't. Like this time I just didn't, whoops. Wait, I need to scooch this over because again, that spine of the book is right here. So okay, there's that. All right, make room for all of you. That goes on the side of the mushroom. And now I could have dived into my other box of words. I do have a little box of words to get, I think this was gonna go right about there. Yeah. To get like lighter words, like these two, but I didn't, because what I'm trying to do is use, of course, like this is what I'm talking about. I have one little box of words, okay? So, whereas before I moved, let me just tell you, I had bins and bins and bins and bins and bins and more bins of images, right? And I chucked them all. Yes, I did. Before I moved, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Not that I can't Gluebook anymore, but I did not want to hoard my images, right? I want to use them. Therefore, that is why when I go to cut images, I want to make sure that I'm using them up fairly soon to when I cut them out, okay? Right. Now, I still have all of these, and yes, I will use them. I will use them. Just another time, at another time, you know? So, but I still have quite a few pages in this book. Again, this is an Arteza book, but you can use whatever you want. And I love, yeah, I love it. Okay, that was fun. Sorry it took so long, you know? But, oh, now I'm looking at it through the viewfinder and I love it. Yeah, I love it a lot. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I really appreciate your time. I know how precious it is, and I am grateful that you choose to share it with me. I really am. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope, I don't know, just saw a different way of doing it. I don't know, or maybe everybody does it this way. I'm not really sure, but this is the way that I do it. So, and I love bringing you along. I love having company while I do this. And now I'm just going to pet my page for a bit, and I'm going to wish you a great rest of your day and a wonderful week, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.